Hola, buenos días. Feliz domingo. Hoy es el domingo, pero no es domingo ordinario. No, no. Hoy es el 5 de Mayo. ¡Hey! ¡Feliz 5 de Mayo a todos! That's all I have for Spanish at the moment. Yes. Basically, if you couldn't tell what I said earlier, I said Happy Sunday. The Domingo is Sunday. No ordinary Sunday though. It is Cinco de Mayo, or the 5th of May. And come on, I gotta show my Spanish-speaking friends some love. You know I gotta do that. Mi español no es perfecto, pero es así, así. Necesito practicar mucho. Let's see. Let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. I would say that my low was pretty much just like the clouds and the rain that we got last night. But that's literally about it. Everything about yesterday was pretty great. You know, my high was seeing a bunch of people I saw yesterday at Homestead Blessings. I'll get to that momentarily. Saw some people when I went out. Got to spend the evening with my family. That was also part of my high. And my act of kindness was, okay, I kind of messed up a little bit because I wanted to get, well, actually, I helped because my mom actually got a new grill that's a Mother's Day gift for herself. So I helped put it on the back porch. But I actually, because they went out to, I went to Walmart and got my mom her card and her candy. As part of her Mother's Day gift. I'm going to be getting her flowers closer to the end of the week, so they're fresher, obviously. So I get to their place first. I'm signing the card, then my mom shows up and she sees. Well, here's the thing: the card was already sealed in the envelope, and she's not going to open it until obviously next weekend. But as long as I was being honest, I showed her what I got her. So yeah, my act of kindness was I got my mom a Mother's Day gift. I mean, I'll explain more later, but again, I just have to wait until it's a little bit later in the week so I can get her flowers. You know, when they're fresher. So that's what I plan on doing. But also another act of kindness to any of my friends who were some of the vendors at Homestead Blessings at their event yesterday. I gave them jars of pickles because a bunch of them moms for Mother's Day. It's a Mother's Day gift to them. So, yeah, man, I was out and about. It was crazy. I'll tell you what, though. That's the first time in a long time where, I really didn't have much to eat that whole day until, I got my communion wafer at church last night. I'd probably been fasting for, bare minimum 18 hours. I was hungry, man. But, Sorges was awesome. We went to dinner at Sorges. But first, because, here's the thing. I'm trying to operate on a budget right now. Because, with summer coming up, I really got to be careful about what I spend things on. Not to mention, that first weekend, Memorial Day weekend, before Memorial Day, I'm going to have to do some shopping for groceries up at our cottage because, listen, those first couple of days is just going to be my father and I, and my dad will literally only get soda and chocolate for himself. Maybe some chips, but come on, you got, and maybe water if the water I get, or if I didn't, because I'm going to bring a case of water, but at least a case of water. But, I need to get, condiments some pantry items. Because remember, we're going up to the lake every weekend, so actually getting stuff like milk isn't a good idea. Unless you're going through a gallon of milk in the span of a weekend. Which, I mean, you do have a bunch of people, are up at the cottage every weekend, every other weekend. But again, milk's good for like a week after its sell-by date. And I know for a fact my mom will use milk to make pancakes for my nephews. But like, seriously, when you're going up to like a cottage for the weekend, especially when it's as far away as Cinco Lake is, like you really got to plan ahead in terms of what stuff you're going to bring up there in terms of like food and supplies. I mean, you got to get like toilet paper, you need paper towels, you need napkins, you need tissues. We have a laundry room up there, so you need laundry soap. You need actual soap for washing yourself, shampoo and conditioner. Spare toothpaste if you got any, toothbrush. Like, it's a lot of planning. Like, even as I'm speaking right now, I'm currently thinking over my head, okay, we go back to Cinco Lake in a couple weeks. What am I going to get? And what is everyone else in my family going to bring up? Because again, you gotta plan it. That's just how it works. But, as we get closer, I think it's gonna be, easier to plan. Okay, what am I gonna bring up with what's everyone? Because honestly, when it comes to bringing stuff up to the lake, my mom is gonna bring like the majority of the stuff that I forget to bring. Like, I mean, I usually bring stuff like sugar, or, condiments like ketchup, mustard, mayo, relish, for if we have burgers up there. Maybe some munchies if I can afford it. But again, like, there are some things you gotta be careful about. Like, stuff like eggs and like bacon, they're fine because, they last pretty long in the refrigerator. It's milk you gotta worry about. Oh, I get ice cream too. Something sweet for my nephew. So yeah, like, I am like constantly like going over my head like what I'm doing. Sorry, I completely lost track of what I was going to talk about. All right, homestead. Like, this was honest. Like, the last 2 days have been exactly like what I needed. Like, I really like Friday night, flipping awesome. I've spoken enough about that yesterday as it was, and then yesterday, like, even with the weather being the way it was, like, I knew it was going to be a good day. I wound up getting my part of my Mother's Day gift early for my mom, and things just got better from there. Got to do my folks earlier that morning. I went to Homestead Blessings. I saw some of my friends who were there, which actually, I got a huge shout out to the good folks that are at the Homestead Blessings who put on that, because this is the second time I've been to their event. And to see all like those vendors, doing their thing, that's cool that they're able to do what they're doing. And it's even cooler that even with the weather that we had, because again, it wasn't raining, it was really cloudy and kind of cool, but temperature-wise. There were so many people there supporting local, and we need that. And I will admit, I'm kind of guilty of, really, I just go there to cruise around, get myself out and about. Honestly, I'm working with the budget all the time. I can't really afford to get much, but that's okay. You don't need to actually buy from local to support local. You could simply talk about what you see. Like, I saw Peas Macarons yesterday, Meg's Cheese Boards, E. Oliver Company, Store as a Board, Yarns with JP, Homestead Kitchen, Ella's Homestead Kitchen, the place at the mall has a food truck. They were there. They were the food truck there. Soupopotamus. Like, they had these bags of like dried soups that you put in like boiling water and boom, you get soup. Like, these are local businesses. And the one thing you can guarantee with local is, they're going to try absolutely all they can to give you the best possible product that they can give you. Whether it's for food, trinkets, clothing, toys, you name it. Or, flowers. There was a flower vendor, and the plants there looked really cool. And it was just a really great time overall. Went there, stood there, was there for just under 2 hours, and then I went back to my folks' place, took a bit of a nap, and then went to church, went to Sorges for dinner, which, again, I hadn't eaten like the entire day, so man, I was hungry. I was still hungry after dinner, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay, because I went to Dairy Barn for ice cream for dessert. I got myself an Elvis sundae with the Blue Moon ice cream. If you don't know what Blue Moon is, it's like, the color is like a cosmic light blue. And it's so strange because the flavors are strong hints of vanilla, spice, and some fruit. Which, I forget what video I saw this, but there was a tasting expert, right? Where I think it's like Vanity or BuzzFeed, where like you ask the expert the questions and like they answer for you. And someone asked, what is the flavor of Coca-Cola? And like primarily it's like vanilla, spices with a little bit of fruit. Blue Moon ice cream is close to that if there was like an element of creaminess to it, because remember this is ice cream. But also the fruit is a little more pronounced. I mean, if you've never had, it's Perry's ice cream. If you've never had Blue Moon ice cream, I highly recommend you give it a try. It's really good. And it's something different, I mean, again, maybe because I drink so much soda, particularly cola, like Coke and Pepsi, that I notice these things. But if you ever had like Blue Moon ice cream, it's really good. Then I tried going to Illegal last night, and there was a private event, so I hung out at Pix for a little while, hung out there for a little bit. It'd been several hours later, so I got myself some pickle fries and wings. It was good. Like, seriously, I ate a lot of food yesterday. When you fast for like 18 hours at least, yeah, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be really hungry. So, yeah. And yesterday was just a great day overall. And today, I mean, it's raining right now, but today's actually going to be even better. Because here's the thing, like, today is the day that Grist Iron Brewing Company is going to have Cheese Fest again. And I really do want to go. But Rounding Third, which is literally like I could walk to Rounding Third. That's how close I live to there. They're going to have a benefit for that one investigator who, Mike Detige is his name. I'm not going to lie, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But he got ran over while pursuing some bad people. So, obviously this benefits for him. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go to that. And then I'm going to go to that first, probably Grist Iron for a little bit. And then I have Cinco de Mayo at my family's house. And it was funny, I said this in yesterday's video, because I was legit worried I have to remind my mom that today is Cinco de Mayo. So we got to do something like Mexican food related. And as soon as I saw that she came home with tortillas on Friday, I'm like, okay, she already knows. So for sure we're having tacos today. She's gonna make a chicken tortilla soup as well. So yeah, we're doing a lot of Cinco de Mayo stuff today. And I'm going to Cheese Fest. Can't Cinco de Mayo without cheese. At least, well, lots of Mexican food has cheese. So we gotta have some cheese up there. Like, honestly, I mean, again, I probably said this enough last Tuesday. Tuesday. But, I mean, April really wasn't a bad month. It wasn't. I mean, it's just hard to ignore the fact that, my grandma died. But let's say for the sake of argument that April really was a bad month. Just this weekend alone has already made up for April in so many ways. Because again, even without everything that happened, I just did my thing. I went out and about. I saw people. I got to see some friends, and that's what you got to do when you're feeling down. At least that's what I would like to do. And when you're surrounded by good people, when after you lose a loved one, they show support right away. You guys know who you are. And for that, I am forever grateful. And it's a good weekend, especially yesterday. It's a good weekend when you go out and see the people, friends and family who love and care about you. And in terms of the good folks over at Homestead Blessings, you guys know you put on a great event when you have a bunch of people supporting local. It's even better when the local is some of the best people that you know. Again, Homestead Blessings. Congratulations on a wonderful event. Next year, because actually I did want to bring my mom, I really did, but she had to work on housework. Plus, I don't know if she was going to be watching my nephews that afternoon. So, the good news is, by next year, she'll have retired. Or at least start working less. So fingers crossed next year is the year I bring her. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, yesterday was a great day. Today's going to be even better. So, Feliz Cinco de Mayo, Todos. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I had to write down what my outro was in Spanish. I don't memorize it at all. So, know that if I can think of it. Me gusta hacer video mucho. I said I love making this video very much. Actually, haciendo would be making. It's alright. Again, necesito practicar mucho. But, as always, I am very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Or domingo if you're speaking Spanish. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. And remember, if you guys want to talk, share, always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.